morning children, how are you all? Hope you all are doing good. So children, the last class we have started a new lesson number 5, the Western Desert, is it? So we have learned about the Western Desert, the location, the climate, vegetation and also the animal life in the Western Desert. So the Western Desert is also called as the Great Indian Desert and it is also known as the Thar Desert, is it? So this Thar Desert lies to the western part of the northern plains, okay, and also to the west side of the Aravalli Hills in Rajasthan. Okay, so what do you mean by the desert? Desert is a land covered with sand. Okay, so land covered with sand, loose sand. So in some places there are sand dunes, sand hills. How it is formed? By the hot, dry winds. Okay, when strong, hot and dry winds blow, along with this wind, the sand, okay, they carry the sand along with it and they form a hill of sand which is also called as sand dunes. Okay, so the shape and the size of the sand dunes changes, okay, changes according to the direction of the wind. Okay, so this desert region we have no rainfall or little rainfall and little vegetation. Okay, so the water source is very little here. So there are only few sources of water. So there is a region we call it as oasis. Okay, oasis is a place where the groundwater, okay, groundwater comes up to the land surface forming a pool of water and we call it as oasis. Okay, so around this oasis the land is very fertile and they can also grow the crops. Okay, so most of the villages are situated near the oasis because they get water and they can grow crops. Okay, so they grow crops like maize, jowar, bajra, gram. Okay, and even the trees, jade, palms are also grown nearby this oasis region. Okay, and coming to the climate. So the climate of this region is very hot and dry. Okay, it is very extreme. There is extreme hot. Okay, so during the daytime it is extreme hot and whereas in the night it is cool and pleasant. Okay, so why during the daytime it is hot? Due to the sun rays, the sand gets heated up quickly. Okay, it gets heated up quickly and the temperature rises high. So once when the sun sets, the sand, it cools down quickly. Okay, cools down quickly and the temperature decreases. Okay, so there is a lot of difference in the day and night, the temperature. Okay, so in the summer season it is very extreme hot during the daytime, whereas in the winter it is cool and pleasant. During the winter season, during the night time, it is very cold in this region. Okay, so coming to the vegetation, as there is no rainfall or little rainfall, there is little vegetation in this region. Okay, so the plants which can withstand extreme heat and which can survive without water, okay, can only will grow in this type of region. So some of the plants which grows in this region are, it is like scattered bushes and thorny shrubs are found here. So the plants it is the cactus, caker, baboon and care are common trees in this desert region. So the common features, okay, it is the desert vegetation has the some features how they grow in this region. Okay, so the trees which grow in this desert region have long roots which go deep into the ground to absorb water. Okay, and it have thick barks. Okay, the trees will have thick barks which prevent loss of moisture, and it also has small and waxy leaves. Okay, waxy leaves helps in conserving water, and the plants has thorns which reduces the excess loss of moisture. Okay, so these are the features of the plants which grow in this desert region. Okay, so next we'll move on to the population and occupation of the people living in the desert region, in this region. Okay, as it is a desert area and you all know that there is no rainfall and it is extreme hot in this region. This region is thinly populated. Okay, thinly populated because of the extreme temperature in this region. Okay, so this region is thinly populated because of the extreme temperature. temperature. So the main occupation of the people living in this region is rearing, rearing the animals, rearing and quarrying. Quarrying is nothing but it is removing rocks or sand from the ground, extracting the rocks from the ground. So the main occupation of the people of this desert region is animal rearing and quarrying. As this region, this desert region has marble rocks on a large scale. This desert region has marble rocks. So the people also extract rocks from the ground. So the main occupation of the people living in this region is animal rearing and quarrying. The animals reared, so which are the animals reared by the people? It is the sheep, goat, camels and cattle. So they do animal rearing. So they rear the animal like sheep, goat, cattle, camels, etc. So due to the presence of minerals like copper, silver and limestone, mining also takes place here. Mining also takes place here. So they have minerals. The presence of minerals like copper, silver and limestone, mining also takes place here. So many people in this region, many people have a nomadic life. So what do you mean by nomads? The people who travel from one place to another for their food and living. So most of the people in this region have a nomadic life. The people traveling from place to place looking for food and for their cattle and to sell their handicrafts. So they move from one place to another and they are called as Banjaras. So the Banjaras are the nomadic people living in this region. So they move from one place to another looking for food for themselves and for their cattle and also to sell their handicrafts. They move from one place to another. So they are called as Banjaras. The nomadic people of this region are called as Banjaras. So the nomads, they do not have permanent houses. They move from one place to another looking for food for themselves and for their cattle and as well as to sell their handicrafts. So the nomads of this region, they are called as Banjaras. And also they travel on camels across the desert. So these people, so what is the mean transport of this desert region is camel. So they travel on camel across the desert in group. So they travel in group on the camels across the desert and it is called as caravan. People traveling on camels in group, it is called as caravan. So these nomads, so they move from one place to another looking for their food for themselves and for their cattle and also to sell the handicraft. So they move from one place to another. So the people travel on camels. The people travel on camels in group. The people travel on camels in group and it is called as caravan. So the people travel on camels in group, it is called as caravan. So camel plays an integral part in the life of the people of desert. So camel plays an important role in the life of the people of the desert. Why? Because camel is also called as the ship of the desert. Camel is called the ship of the desert. So camel is the mean transport of the people to move across the desert. So the people move, they move across the desert on camels. So camel plays an important role in the life of the people of desert. So the camel is called the ship of the desert. So these camel have long legs and padded feet. So which it can withstand the heat and can walk easily on the hot burning sand. So the camel have the padded feet. The camel can also live without food and water for many days. For many days. So camel is called for all these reasons camel is called the ship of the desert. So the camels have long legs and the padded feet. So this camel can withstand the hot burning heat and walk So the camel is called the ship of the desert. So the camel can live without water and food for many days. Okay. So the people of Rajasthan are highly skilled in handicrafts. The people of Rajasthan, because these people are highly skilled, they are very good skilled in the handicrafts like stone work, tie and dye, embroidery, bidri work, stone work, okay, jewelry making. So they are very much skilled in these work, handicrafts. Okay, they do the bidri work, okay, which is stone carving, and tie and dye, embroidery, okay, so they and jewelry making, okay, their handicraft products fetch a large income to our country through products. Okay, so these handicrafts are exported to different countries. So this give the country we get the income from the large income to our country through the export of these handicrafts. Okay, so the people of the Rajasthan are very good skilled handicrafts. They make also all this work. Okay, bidri work, stone carving, tie and dye, okay, embroidery. Okay, so the country gets a large income, okay, by exporting all these handicrafts. A colorful and rich culture prevails in the desert region. Rajasthan, okay, these people, Rajasthanis have a great passion for music and dance. Okay, the people of the Rajasthan have a great passion for the music and dance. In Rajasthan, the men wear dhotis, kurtas and colorful turbans. The turbans are which they tie around their head. Okay, so in Rajasthan, men wear dhotis, kurtas and turbans. Women wear bright colored skirts called ghagras and cholis with odinis. Okay, so this is the dress code of the people who live in this region. Okay, so in Rajasthan, men wear dhotis, kurtas and colorful turban, and the women wear beautiful, okay, colored skirts, beautiful color, bright colored skirts called ghagras and cholis with odinis. Both men and women cover their head to protect themselves from the heat of the sun. As this region is extreme heat, okay, extreme hot, both men and women cover their head to protect from the heat of the sun. Okay, and the religion followed here, it is the Jainism and Hinduism. Okay, Hinduism and Jainism are the major religion followed by the people of Rajasthani. Pushkar Mela and the cattle fair are important festival of Rajasthan. Okay, Pushkar Mela is a fair and the cattle fair. It is so these are the important festivals celebrated by the Rajasthanis. Okay, so the next we move to the development of this state. Agriculture has developed recently due to the construction of Indira Gandhi Canal, also called as Rajasthan Canal. Okay, so now this state has improved. Now it has improved by developing the agriculture. So agriculture is possible here by the construction of the Indira Gandhi Canal. Okay, Indira Gandhi Canal, which is also called as Rajasthan Canal. So the people get water facility, irrigation, okay, from this canal, and they can grow crops. Okay, so agriculture has developed recently due to the construction of Indira Gandhi Canal, which is also called as Rajasthan Canal. Okay, and it brings water. So this brings water of rivers Satluj, Beas and Ravi from Bakranangal Dam and Pong Dam to the desert. So this desert region receives water from this. Okay, it brings water from the Satluj, Beas and Ravi from the Bakranangal Dam and also Pong Dam to the desert region. So this has developed the agriculture over here. Okay. And now we have water and electricity in the villages also. As we have water facility, the city has developed with the electricity. Okay, electricity and water in the villages. Roads have been built. Okay, the roads also have been built. The state has been this desert region has been developed all those things. The Indian desert has been an attraction for tourists. Now this great Indian desert has been a attraction. It is an attraction for the tourists. Many tourists from all over the world come to this desert region as a tourist place. It is an attraction for the tourists. This region has its own history of bravery and honor. So some of the important cities of this region, it is Jaipur, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer and Bikaner are the important cities of this region. Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. So Jaipur is also called as the Pink City. Jaipur is called the Pink City. It is the capital of Rajasthan. Okay, Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. It is also known as Pink City. And one of the important cities, Udaipur. Udaipur is called the City of Lakes. So this region has many famous forts built by the Rajput kings. Okay, so this region has many forts built by the Rajput king, and also many wildlife sanctuaries. So one of the important wildlife sanctuary in this region is Ranthambore National Park. Okay, Ranthambore National Park is the important wildlife sanctuary in this region. Also we have Bharatpur and Sariska of Alwar. So these are some of the tourist places here where many people around the world come to these places to view all those things. Okay, so we have this Ranthambore National Park is one of the important wildlife sanctuary in this region, and we also have beautiful cities like Jaipur. Okay, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Bikaner. Okay, Bikaner, and Jaipur is known as the Pink City. It is the capital of Rajasthan. Okay, and Udaipur, it is also called as the City of Lakes. So like this, the life of the people in this desert region have been developed. Okay, so here I have completed the explanation part of the Western Desert. So now we will want to complete the exercise part of this lesson. So everyone open your textbook. So we will fill the textbook exercise. Okay children, open your textbook. So children, now everyone open your textbook, page number 227. Okay, page number 227. Okay, so the aim is fill in the blanks. The dash canal brings water from river Satluj to Rajasthan. So which is the canal? It is Indira Gandhi Canal. So the A, first answer is Indira Gandhi Canal. INDRAGANDHI, Indira Gandhi Canal. Okay, so Indira Gandhi Canal brings water from river Satluj to Rajasthan. INDIRAGANDHI, Indira Gandhi Canal. CANAL, Indira Gandhi Canal. Second one, the women of Rajasthan wear bright colored skirts called dash, gagras. Write down the second answer, gagras. GAGRAS, gagras. The women wear bright colored gagras. GHAGRAS, gagras. Bright colored skirts called gagras. Third one, people travel on camels across the desert in groups called caravan. The third answer is caravan. CARAVAN. Okay, so the people, they travel on camels in groups. We call it as caravan. CARAVAN. The fifth answer is Thar Desert. T-H-A-R. T-H-A-R. Thar Desert. Okay. So now we move on to the meaning. Take the correct answer. First question. Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan, is also known as White City, Pink City, Green City. So Jaipur is also known as Pink City. So the B means first one is option B. Tick option B. Okay, so Jaipur is also known as Pink City. Second one, a fertile place on a desert is called sand dune, oasis or delta. It is oasis. So it is option B. The second is option B, oasis. So thereafter oasis area, the land is fertile, is it? Third one, plants such as dash grow in the desert. Cactus, rose, hibiscus. Cactus. The third is option A. So cactus grow in the desert region, not plants or hibiscus. Is it? Cactus. It is option A. Fourth one, water from the river dash has been brought to the Thar Desert. Krishna, Jhelum, Satluj. From which river the Rajasthan get water? Satluj. It is, fourth one is option C. Tick option C. Okay. So the water from the river Satluj has been brought to the Thar Desert. Fifth one, people who travel from one place to another in search of food are called Lipchas, Maldaris, Banjaras. We call it as Banjaras. The fifth is option C. So the people, Banjaras is also the nomadic people who travel from one place to another in search of food. Okay, for themselves and for their cattle, and also to sell their handicraft products. Okay, so they are called as Banjaras. C, match the following. Next mean is C, match the following. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here you have A, B, C, D, E. Okay, A and B column. So we have to match it. The first question, small hill of sand. So what is a small hill of sand? It is sand dunes. So it is an option B. 1. Okay. And the second one, city of lakes. So which city is called as the city of lakes? Udaipur, in option E. Write down number 2 here. Third one, river Satluj. It is Indira Gandhi Canal. So river Satluj through Indira Gandhi Canal brings water to the Rajasthan. Is it? Option A. Number 3. Fourth one, ship of the desert. Camel. C. And fifth one, spring of water in a desert. So what is the place where we find the water? We call it as oasis. It is option B. 5. Okay. So now next move on to D mean. D. Give one word for the following. Okay. So the first question, Pink City of Rajasthan. Which city is called as the Pink City? Jaipur. So the first answer is Jaipur. J-A-I-P-U-R. Jaipur. Okay. So Jaipur is called the Pink City of Rajasthan. Second one, a useful animal of the desert. So which animal is useful? Which animal plays an important role with sand, where there is little water, very little water. It is oasis. O-A-S-I-S, oasis. Fourth one, they travel on camels across the desert in groups called caravan. The fourth is C-A-R-A-V-A-N, caravan. So the people travel on camels in group. It is called caravan. C-A-R-A-V-A-N. So all the four means: A mean fill in the blanks, B mean tick the correct option, C mean match the following, and D mean give one word. All this you have to complete in your textbook. Okay children? So the next is answer the following questions list we are going to complete in the classwork. So children, the classwork part you will be getting through ULO notes. I am going to send the classwork part in the ULO notes. Okay, complete in your classwork neatly. Okay children, so here I am going to end the session now. Okay, thank you.